So, the first thing we need to do is find matrices. And if you look, do you see that little blue word right above the inverse button? It says matrix. So if you hit second and you hit plus, your matrices should show up. Second, not plus, second and the inverse button right here. That one right there. All right, you may not have any matrices in there. I have all of mine already entered because I did this first period. But I will show you how to enter a matrix. Okay, does everybody have this screen up?
Yeah.
All right, just like when we enter data under the statistics function, we do the same thing. We go over to edit and we enter our matrix. So arrow over to edit and choose 1, and we're going to enter matrix A. Okay, matrix A is a 3 by 3, right? So matrix A, look at your paper, you see it's a 3 by 3? So the first thing you have to do is set up the dimensions. And the dimensions of this matrix are 3 by 3. So enter 3 by 3. Enter. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. It's a little hard to see. All right. All right, now go ahead and enter matrix A. Matrix A is 2. 2, enter 3, enter. Make sure when you enter -4, you actually do negative, not minus. If you do minus, it'll give you an error message. So do -4, enter, 0, enter, 5, enter, 1, enter, -6, enter, 6, enter, 2, enter. And then matrix A is entered. Okay, from this screen, to go back to enter matrix B, you have to quit out of matrix A. And the way you do that is you hit second and mode, takes you back to a normal window. And now we go back in and enter matrix B. So second, inverse, arrow over, choose 2. Matrix B. Matrix B is a 2 by 2. So we enter 2 by 2 and it sets up the array for us. Now we enter all the entries in matrix B. 2, enter, -5, enter, 7, enter, 6, enter. And now we have matrix B. Okay, so everybody should have this sheet. You shouldn't have to be reading the numbers off my screen. I'm entering the matrices that are on this sheet. See? B, right here. Now we'll go and enter matrix C. So we quit out of B, second mode.
And then you enter 3 by 2 because matrix C is a 3 by 2. So every time you start by entering the dimensions and then you enter each entry, one row at a time.
Whoa. You figured it out how to do like this. That's crazy.
All right. So take a minute, go ahead and enter D through H. D through H. If you have questions, I will answer those now. Yeah, the arrow over to edit and enter. Yeah. Okay, so go and load. Yours is on scientific. So now we're back in normal, and that will go away. Okay.
Well, when you're like plugging them in and like solving, will it recognize if it's not possible?
Yeah, I'll just say error.
Oh, just kidding. Just figured it out.
This ain't so bad.
I really don't. 7.
I have not been trained on this one.
Yeah, those are the ones we got at market. They're so
Is that the one GUI has? The one for like
Yeah.
mouse pad? Like GUI help.
What?
Dewey, do you know how to enter matrices on yours?
Yes, I figure out it. And yeah.
Go help her.
Alright.
He's like, did you figure it out? Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Dewey, Barrett, so you can help him out here.
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Dewey.
Go, you're such a good man.
Alright.
That's for calculated. And you got me.
Okay.
Got a girl.
Never said that at all.
Alright, guys. So, hopefully you have entered your matrices now.
Yep.
And what we're going to do next is operations.
I don't know.
Very simple. The operations go off the first page. So when you hit second matrix and we want to do A plus D, you just press 1 for A. You press plus and second matrix and you choose 4 for D. And now it's going to add matrix A and D, matrices A and D. And you hit enter, there's your answer.
I love math.
That's for number 1, right?
That's number 1. Now, for number 2, it is a scalar, 2b. So you hit the number 2 first. Hit the number 2 first. Then you do second matrix, choice 2, because that's B. So there's your 2b, minus 3f. So we second matrix and choose 6 for f. And there we go. We have set it up. 2b minus 3f. Enter. Gives you the difference. Okay?
That's rad, dude.
That's what they all say. You just say that. I can't say that. That's my thing.
You're forgetting.
That's my word. I love this. This is so easy.
A should be a
And yes, eat it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
He's really good at all.
Yeah, he loves her.
Oh yeah. Natalie.
It's
good form.
They hang out more than me.
How many times?
4.
Whoops, I may have entered a number wrong. So we have different answers.
So Miss Willoughby, is this just work on this rest?
Okay.
Oh.
So addition, subtraction, pretty simple. Multiplication is pretty simple too. Let's do 12. Because that's a 3 by 3 times a 3 by 3. And that one was painful to do by hand. So it's pretty simple on here. We'll do 1A times D. Enter. Boom. Answer. Is my A wrong?
I think so. I got 6220 in there and 4642.
No, I got what you got.
I got that my A was wrong.
Molly, you're wrong.
All right, my A looks good. Let me check out my D. Guys, that honestly is the worst part. If you enter one number wrong on your calculator, the whole thing's wrong.
Okay, yeah. Mine's one.
Okay. Last thing I want to show you how to do on the calculator before I set you free to finish. And everybody pay attention to me because I know you know how to do the top part. But if you ask me how to do the bottom part, that tells me you didn't pay attention when I explained it. So, I'm going to show you how to do determinants and inverses. We're going to do a determinant of a 3 by 3 because I didn't teach you to do that. You can do it by hand, but we didn't learn it by hand. So let's learn how to do using the technology. If you ever over to the mathematical operations, do you see choice 1 is DET? That's determinant. So if I hit enter, and then I'm going to just do the determinant of matrix A. So I do second matrix, choice 1, determinant of A. It's negative 130. That's all you do.
So do we have to go in and re-enter?
Okay, so you do determinant once again, second matrix, arrow over, choice 1.
You can do inverse.
I hope I have
Okay.
easy calculator.
Now let's do inverse. Inverse, do you guys see this is the inverse?
Yeah.
So if we choose a matrix, like matrix A, we did not learn how to do an inverse of a 3 by 3. I can go ahead and tell you this is going to be ugly because my determinant is negative 130. And you know what we have to do with the determinant to find the inverse, 1 over. So it's going to be ugly, but that's okay.
I just did that.
If you just do A inverse, I get really long decimals, and it makes it hard to see the whole thing. But it's really easy. We could turn them into fractions, or we could go into our mode button and tell it, I don't want to see any more than 2 decimal places.
That's what float does.
Okay?
That's so easy.
So now we do A inverse, and it rounds everything for us to 2 decimal places. Yeah. So, what we're going to do the rest of class is finish this worksheet. When you have finished this worksheet, you will turn it in. And then you have time to work on your projects, which are due tomorrow at 12:59. Please turn them in early so technical issues do not cause a problem. I've been begging you to do that for a week and a half now. Some people did. Other people did. I'm about to check my Dropbox. That's probably not the truth. Probably check it tomorrow. Not today. But now all those people that are about to take the quiz, you can put your calculators away.
Yeah.
And we'll take the quiz.
Wait, I have a question.